Okay, now we are going to see the Java problem called Armstrong number. Okay, what's an Armstrong number? First of all, we go through the question. You are given a three-digit number n. Find whether it is an Armstrong number or not. Armstrong number is a three digits. It's a number such that the sum of its cubes of its digits is equal to the number itself. So, I'll explain first what is the Armstrong number. For example, for input n, 153. So 1 cube is 3, 5 cube is 25, and 3 cube is 27. If we add these three numbers, we'll get the exact number as the end, 153. So this is called the Armstrong number. Okay, now we'll code this in an online compiler. First of all, we go through the input first. What is the input here? We'll be giving a number as the input. So input is integer. What will we get in the output? The output will be also an integer because we'll get the output of say 3 cubes addition value, right? So output is also integer. First of all, we go through the logic. First, here for exactly the for example 153. First, we have to extract the loss value. So we'll go from the loss value. First, we have to extract the 3 from that. So that when we extract the 3, we cube the 3 and we will store it in a variable, and then we go to the next numbers, next digits in the n. For extracting last number, we use modulo division, and for other values, we'll go through the normal division and get the quotient values. Until that, now I'll code with a while loop. Okay. First of all, we create a class here. Class is nothing but a blueprint or a template for a Java. Class name I'll give solution. First of all, I'll go to this first line. So we have created a class here and named it as solution. We can name it as anything else. So I'm here using the solution. Okay, then we go to the second line. First, the static is a keyword or a modifier which is used so that you don't have to create an object. So if we call using static, we don't have to create an object so that Java Java comes to know that the method is of the static. The inside method is belongs to Java. The static represents nothing but a inside method belongs to Java. Okay. Then we use the return type boolean. So here our output will be either true or false. So if for example 153 is a Armstrong number, so we will get the output as true. In the starting of the video, I said the output is an integer. No, that is false. That is wrong. Actually, the output will be true or false because we are here using the return type as boolean. Boolean means the return type it returns only true or false. Only two outputs will be returned. Then Armstrong number. We are naming the method as Armstrong number. You can name it anything else. Then inside the bracket, we are passing the parameters. So yeah, will be passing only one number, right? So I'm going to pass an integer. So I'm storing it as declaring it as an integer, and I'm passing the n, right? So I'm giving the n there. Now first we'll create a while loop here. As I said earlier, we are going to reduce the n up to 0. So while n not equal to 0, the loop ends. And we open the loop. Here, I'll create a variable first. So we can store First, I'll create a variable here. Int, I'm declaring the variable and I'll name it as x. Inside that, n modulo 10, so that we will get the last digit. Okay, then I'm storing it in a result variable where mm, where I will be storing, and actually I will be cubing that math.pow inside the bracket and x comma 3. So this math.pow is nothing but an inbuilt function. Inside the bracket we have given the x comma 3. No, the x value will be cubed, so that we are giving the 3 number. If we use x comma 2, then the x will be squared. Now nothing but I'm here declaring value x and getting the last value and that last digit, and I'm storing it in a variable called result. So first of all, I will have to declare the result here, initialize the result here. So I'll first of all store the result as 0, so that here in this line result plus or plus is equal to is, which actually inclines that result is equal to result plus math dot of x comma 3, so that result will be 0. Then we'll be adding the x comma cube. So when we get the first number as an example 153, the 3 we will be extracting the 3 first, and that we'll be cubing the 3, which is 27, and that we will be storing it in the result plus adding the result. So result will be 27 first. Okay. Then for getting the next values, I use the n is equal to n integer division 10. In this, we can get the quotient by using integer division, so that we can get the next digits. Now, so then we have to check the initial n and the initial n and the result we got is equal, no, so that I'll be creating another temporary variable here to store the first n, because this n won't get, we already stored the n for first itself. So now I will equate here the temp is equal to double equal to result, so that now we are actually inclining here that return temp double equal to means it's a comparison operator, which says that to the Java, if temp is equal to result, then return true or else return false. This in this line the process is, I have explained that if temp is equal to result, it returns true or else it returns false. This is the condition operator, comparison operator actually. So we are implying a condition here with this double equal to. So now we coded this, and now we'll create a main method for example main method. So I will run with the public static void main. Now open the bracket, and I will here create a variable, and I will give the value as 153. Now I'll print the value. Now, what I've done here, I will explain this first. Public static void main. This is the exact blueprint for to call the main method in Java. So, if we do anything in Java, you have to use this syntax line whenever you have to call the main method. The main is the start point of this running a program. If you call the main method, that straightly it will goes from here to here and pass this integer value in this end, and it will get the result and will print here. So I'll come here. Public. So public means we can access it from everywhere. So we have to use that. Static means I already said we don't have to create an object here, so that we have to use the static. And void means it's a return type which returns nothing but this boolean thing. So that you have to use void here. The main is the entry point, as I already said, and the string arguments is the value which will pass inside the method. Okay. Now I'll run this program. So I'm getting error here. Okay, I made a mistake here. I missed the T here. Now I'll run. I'm getting another error. Java 14. Okay, now I'll run. True. The code execution is successful. Now I will explain the workflow here. First of all, we get I will store a variable x in that n divided by 10. So in the example, I will divide 153 by 10. Here we will get what we'll get actually in modular division. We will get the remainder, right? So first of all, we get the 3 and we store it in the result. So result is equal to result plus math power of x comma cube x comma 3. So 0 plus math power x is what is here 3. So 3 cube 3 comma 3. So 0 plus 3 cube. So it gives 27. Then we go to the integer division. N is equal to 153. So n is equal to n by 10. 153 by 10. In integer division, we get the quotient, right? So quotient will be 15 here. Now we got the 15, n as 15. After that, we go back to the upper part where 15 is not equal to 0. So we get inside the loop. So in this x, so n is again n modulo 10. 15 modulo 10 is 5. So already we are here have a result result with value 27. So result is equal to result plus math dot pow x comma 3, no. So already the result is 27. 27 plus 5 cube. So 5 cube is 125. So that 125 plus 27, the value will be there. 125 plus 27, 145, 152 will be there. And that, and then we come back to n is equal to n by 10. Now we have the value as 15, no, n. So 15 by 10. 15 by 10 in integer division, we will get the quotient as 1. So now we go back to the loop start. While 1 not equal to 0, we get inside the loop 1 modulo 10. So in modulo division, in the LHS, if we have a small value, then the RHS value, then the modulo division answer will be the LHS value. So we'll get the value as 1. Now in the result already we have 152 plus math dot power of 1 comma 3. That means 1 cube. So 152 plus 1 cube is nothing but 153. So we got the value as 153. So we will return now. Now the loop still didn't end here. So because n now not equal to n is not equal to 0 still. So the loop ends only when the n becomes equal to 0. So we go up there, again we go up there. So after 1 modulo 10, the n will be 0, right? So we return temp is equal to result, right? That's it. So we got the output as true. So we completed here the Armstrong number problem in Java. Thank you.